Oh, my bad. Sorry. What up? Welcome to the stream. Oh, let's go. Let's go. How do I turn the volume up on that thing?
Dive bomb Danny. I'll be lurking, gotta get the girls ready.
Yeah, that's
Dive bomb Danny. I'll be lurking, gotta get the girls ready.
That's your priority, don't bloody be here. I don't want to get you in trouble. You do what you need to do, and when you're done, I'll still be here. So, I appreciate you, man. Much love. Thank you. Thank you so much, dude. Where's the settings for this? How do I... Can I turn the volume up?
Dive bomb Danny. LMAO, I'll have you in the background.
Cheers, man. I wish I knew how to... I don't know if I can turn the volume up on the chat. Hopefully that will help. I can hear myself so I don't talk too loud. I'm trying to talk over the volume of everything. Let's see how that goes anyway. I'm not sure if it will any better or
Francisco Sanchez Llorente. Lola.
All that kind of stuff.
Traumatic Inc. Your mic is super low.
Got ya.
Traumatic Inc. I think your game audio is too loud.
I can fix that.
Traumatic Inc. Oh not, it's Mike.
There we go. I'll balance that. How's that? Hopefully that's betterish. Okay, let's just go. Hopefully you can hear me now over the car.
See how it is over the Porsche.
Okay, sick. Let's do it. I've got to enter the race, I think, for this soon. I didn't see what time the sign off was, but I'll go back and check. I was trying to do a sneak in jump online, so I didn't want to get deep in trouble. I know we've got shit to do this morning. I don't know if I'm on or want to be on. So much better though. I can see and read those boards on the side.
Still need the car audio to be lower.
Gotcha. It is late as well, so I won't be talking loud, so that's probably a fair call. I think I had it around here in the old days. Hopefully that'll be a bit better. Excuse me. Excuse me. Hopefully that'll be a little better. Oh, dude, it's hell. You think you get it right, and then you go down the main street and realise that it's way off. I hear ya. This is what I referred to in my description of the kinks that I'll need to adjust and work out. I don't even know what resolution the stream is beaming to you guys at. I'm playing in 4K, so I don't know what that translates to. I think I used to have it set to 1080p for you guys on YouTube, but that doesn't look like 1080p, so I'll need to change that. Because mine looks fucking so much clearer than that. I might change it and start it up again maybe, because it looks terrible. It looks so good on my screen. I did break a cable for my butt kicker though. Moving everything. Yeah, I don't know why that ratio's doing that.
Video looks fine honestly, but the ratio is weird.
Okay, I don't know what the ratio issue is. I'll get Fortash, Paul, or Pete to bloody...
Traumatic Inc. It's like 16:9 cinematic.
Oh, wait. No, that's not right. No. Is that it? I can't change it while I'm streaming.
It's not that bad viewing-wise, like it's fine.
Alright, cool. I'll get it on 1080 off 720 later. Because I can't change it while I'm bloody streaming. But I will just double check when I can sign up. V8 at Snetterton. Still a practice. Should I do a Formula C? Barber, Phillip Island. Which version is it? Full course. Might just do a couple of laps and see. While I wait for the Porsche Cup. Ash, I realised I have Armour 3, not Reforger, dude. I'll have to buy it this week, man. My apologies. I didn't forget. I just didn't want to say that I didn't have it. So, my bad. I apologise, dude. But thank you for dropping in, dude, and hanging out. Appreciate you. Say hi to Holly and baby.
Traumatic Inc. Nah, you're a good man. I have both anyway.
Oh shit, I didn't even know that, dude. I'll install it then. And then I'll pick up Reforger as well. Okay. The mirror's on. What's going on here? Don't even need the pit objects.
Traumatic Inc. At the moment, I struggle to set aside a big amount of time, so team deathmatch sort of style games work best for me.
I hear you, dude. I'll do the Battlefield. Alright, sorry about that. I did the auto settings configure and I don't know what it set it to, but it's probably not what I want. Ooh, those mirrors are well out. Okay, this feels real fast. It's so much smoother than my last computer. I suppose it was like 65 frames at best and down to 40, so. Whew. Gotta get used to this. And yeah, I definitely understand the time thing, dude. Your time that you do get will be at weird hours as well because of baby. Gosh. So yeah, can relate. Been there. The best thing to do is take your time.
Looks butter smooth, just like you winking face with tongue.
Cheers, dude. It's been 2 years coming to get to this point, so to say I'm happy is an understatement. 2 years ago was when we signed up with Vicmania, and that's when I decided that I wanted to do this properly, and that's how long I've been working at to get to this point with all my gear, the PC, the content, purchases, all that was just building to this, so it feels like it's been a process, but now I can enjoy it. So, and as you know, clear heart, clear mind. It's been good. It's been a hell of a ride. I just want to look for a DD now. And maybe one of those little swing things. For motion, sideways, lateral.
Traumatic Inc. You need to get that VCR TV, decent price, and I can't find one anywhere my way.
The VCR, I checked the thing, and it said VCR untested. So I wouldn't trust it for that price. But I will go and have a look around, because I know...
Traumatic Inc. Swing things, like a sex swing. Ha ha ha.
There's a community shop at our, like, tip, the refuse station, over a couple of suburbs over. They got a big one, and they, like, recycle all the electrical goods and shit. And they always have that shit there, man. So I'll go check out there and see if I can find an old VCR, and an old CRT TV to hook it up to, or equivalent. I'll at least be able to get a proper VCR from there for sure. For next to nothing. I'll just ship it down to you. Can't find my fucking gloves. I need to order some. What gloves does everybody use when they're racing? I would love to know what I should be looking for to buy, because I desperately need a set. Ooh.
I love the idea of a tiny TV with a built-in VCR.
Yeah, me too, dude. I wanted to put it beside my monitor here so I could have it on and, like, play all my old Ninja Turtles videos and shit. X-Men and that shit that I haven't been able to watch. Be sick.
Traumatic.
Oop.
I have OMP carding gloves, but you don't need anything that crazy.
Yeah, but you know me, I like it though, immersion. OMP, I'll have a look into it. Funny you mentioned karting, because I might be going go-karting this weekend. Anthony posted in the Discord earlier some stuff from Hall Fab Auto. He's getting into drift go-karts, and they're going this weekend. So I might be going out to some old abandoned roads to cut sick on some home-built karts.
We went to.
No, these are drift karts that are built by dudes that, like, race them for real, but they're going to go and race them out on, like, the streets out in between the farmers' paddocks and shit, out 10 minutes away from where I live. They have 150cc motorbike engines in them, I think, and they drift them. So, look, I don't know. I'm going to have a look, man, and if it's cool, I want to get one.
Traumatic Inc. Oh, I know what you're talking about now.
So, it should be cool. Anthony's doing some fab work for a dude in exchange for a $3,000 cart. So, I'm just going to see what his is like, and then maybe look at getting a frame and trying to put something together. Looks fun. Sounds fun. Sorry, I haven't seen it. It sounds fun.
amiable scheme. Cheap viewers on streambo.com, remove the space, at Frfoavn.
Yes, I should pay for my restream so I don't get that bullshit, but... I don't know. I'll get there. Cheers. I should go get some water.
Dive bomb Danny. Boy cunt, I'm back lol JK.
Fucking smart ass. My man, what up, what up? Oh shit, hang on. I gotta adjust this sound. That'll do there. I forgot to change my fucking... What's his name?
No problem.
My stream to 1080p, so it's on 720. Sorry, dude.
Bro just got done getting the girls ready to go. Now I'm back on the couch.
My man. Enjoy, dude. Fucking enjoy. Don't need that on right now. Do I even need these people in these fucking crowds? That's better. Gotta get my fucking settings right. I haven't tuned it up.
Bomb Danny. Nate and I did a joint stream the other day, bro. All we did was teamwork strategy.
Oh, sick. I like it. I'm looking forward to getting into some Armor Reforger and 6 days in Fallujah and some more racing, especially the Enduros, with a few of the boys in the Discord now.
Top 10 most of the time, lol.
Fuck yeah, man, that's sick. Oh, watch out, Alma. I'm not used to being able to see the people so clearly in my mirrors. Oh. Cult us. I've got to turn up my crew chief. What were you racing, dude? Wee-yaw. Cult us. Lucky as practice. Oof. Don't hit the fucking wall.
Dive bomb Danny. Build Reforger is fun, I got it. And
Sick.
6 days in Fallujah. Both are pretty hard in their own way.
Sick, man, I'm so keen. I've got to add you to a Armor server. One of my mates put me in. They do like full missions with like intel, like readouts and like mission reports written by the platoon commander at the end. If everyone to read it. Ooh. Okay, nice, nice, nice. I have to check it out. Yeah, I do. Fucking cheers, super cheap. Sick, I miss the super Formula cars. Man, I haven't been on for like a week or something. Feels like fucking forever. It's only been a few days. Withdrawals. Nice to be back. Nice to be streaming. Thank you for popping in, y'all. Appreciate you guys. If If you're new here, you know what to do or not do. Either way, my lights will stay on, so thank you for joining.
Traumatic ink. That's like me with gym currently, haha.
I want to start swimming, dude.
Dive bomb Danny. Good brother. Traumatic ink. Need to go tomorrow.
Ah, dude, I hear you. I gotta start doing something. I want to do some cardio to start playing basketball in the Masters. Now that I'm in my 40s over here, there's a place just up the road. Indoor courts. So, I want to start swimming laps to get in a bit of shape so I can go join up in a league.
You live in QLD. How are you not already swimming?
Ah, dude, I swim at the beach and shit, but I just want to, actually, swim. I swim at the beach every week, dude. I live 10 minutes from the beach. I have to be near water. Both of my kids are water babies. Ooh, a little bit of rubber banding there. I have to tune my NVIDIA. I haven't tuned the graphics card at all. This is all just stock settings out of the box for the PC. I haven't tuned anything. I just installed everything and jumped on. Gotta go get a new cable for my butt kicker tomorrow, because driving without feeling the ripple strips and the bumps is weird.
How is that new PC? Traumatic ink.
Sick.
Updated drivers and shit.
Yeah, dude, it's nah, I broke the cable that you plug into the volume of your PC, the port. The cable, I didn't break it, but I think it's just worn. Where it connects the cable to the plug. So I'll just go buy a new one of those cables tomorrow, but $10. Plug it in and I'll be good to go. No drama. It's just a pain that I didn't discover it till late.
Traumatic ink. I meant your graphics card and stuff.
Ah, yeah, nah, I haven't done any of that. I haven't even checked for an update, dude. I told you, man, this is
Dive bomb Danny. Bummer.
This is the most time I've spent on the computer since I got it. This right now. I haven't spent more than half an hour at it at a time. Just been so busy. But it's the weekend now, so
Dive bomb Danny.
time to get going. Yeah, well, I'll do all of that this weekend now that I'm racing. I can see the little issues I'm having. I've got to clear it up and optimize it. So it will be this weekend, and I've got to sort out my OBS properly too. I can already see the issues I've stuffed up with that. Most definitely, dude. And nothing, like I said, it's just turned on, plugged in.
Many asterisks.
But from what I had with my 3060, going from 65 frames at best, dropping to 40 and 50 for periods in a single lap, this is fucking heaven. Just lock it to 140 or something. I think my refresh rate on my monitor is 144 Hertz, so I should just put it on VSync or whatever it is, instead of letting it bounce up and down. But yeah, I like the anti-aliasing and these samples because it shows you the...
Danny. Is this Charolette?
No, it's Indianapolis. Indy. Just, it fucking may as well be Charlotte. They're almost identical, both courses. I like both of them. I actually think I prefer Charlotte, to be honest. Indy gets too much playtime. It'd be good if they race Charlotte more.
Traumatic ink. I'm just gonna have you in the background whilst I get some games in.
Oh, dude, of course, man. Do your thing, dude. Don't let me hold you up, man. You make the most of the time you get. Like, turn me off. I hear ya. I'm not a fan either. It's just this is what the Porsche Cups are. And I like it better than, what is it, Donington Park or Snetterton? Fuck, some of those British tracks the British tracks, they like them or hate them. There's no in between. There's no grey area. They love it or fucking hate it. And all the little TCR tracks that they make us run on, I just don't do it. Do not enjoy it. Ooh-yah.
Traumatic ink. I'm biased to Charlotte as that's my daughter, lol.
Of course, dude. Of course. I didn't know if I should say her name on stream, dude. Earlier when I was referring to her as baby. What I'm going to do is I'm going to jump in my Discord chat if anyone's around to jump in. Where is it? Dude, I've been bloody getting emails from Ryan Macbeth. Stoked. iRacing livestream chat. If anyone wants to join me in our Discord in chat, go ahead. I'll share a link to the Discord in the
I got you, man.
Yo, Ash, what up, homeboy? Oh, hang on. Let me check. Yeah, hang on, dude. My
only American tracks I love is Coda, Daytona, and Sonoma right now.
Ash, you got me? My man, been a while. You good? Where am I? Can I move that? How do I? There it is. Oh yeah, I already got you turned up to max. Oh gee. What are you playing? Battlefield?
For a little bit, I think.
Nice, nice. Yeah, dude, I'm keen. I'll pick up 42. 6 looks so good, man. Battlefield 6, honestly. Pete, if you're around, man, jump in the Discord chat. Yeah, dude, there's some videos and shit. Like the destruction looks really cool.
That's for the beta testing for just what they're doing next.
Ah, okay, is that what it is?
A bit off, but yeah, I think it is Battlefield 6, but yeah, I don't know exactly what they're doing.
Looks whatever they're producing at the moment, yeah, dude. It's refreshing because I was so tired of COD already. That I was looking. That's why I was looking for like Armor or 6 Days or something different. But Battlefield, I've never gotten sick off. I've always enjoyed Battlefield.
A bit of the left of field thing. Have you got Tokyo Extreme Racer?
Not yet. Do I need it?
Dude. It's just like an arcade game, like if you went in like time zone or whatever.
Yeah, I remember it. I've seen a review. Yeah. Alright.
I've seen the review, you know then, yeah.
Yeah. I'll look into it, dude. Send me a message on Insta. And I'll bloody
There's
Yeah,
no one
or
multiplayer though. I don't know if they can change that or not.
that sucks, but we could still always fucking put it on stream or something and chat while we do that. We've got to fire your stream up.
I'm not gonna get time to do a stream anytime soon.
That's alright, man. If you got time for a conversation, you can turn it on.
I actually missed doing the when we had a set of courses going with the mods and we jumped in the. I don't know if we did it with you in the end or not.
No, it was just before me.
Dive bomb Dan.
And yeah, set up, but once we got set up, there'd be a few of us that would jump on,
That's
and then just like me and would literally go around with Japanese freeways and just cruise.
Yeah, dude.
I
There's
miss that.
there's a dude called Fortash, Paul, on YouTube. Check him out. He does heaps of AC content, and we've been planning to do a couple of collab streams for the longest time. He's been trying to get me into AC again, so he's gonna have me doing like super karts and all types of crazy cruisy shit, like cruising and what was he doing the other day? Uphill challenge.
Oh
Yeah, like hill climb.
sort of stuff.
Yeah, he was doing a hill climb. He's like, fuck, you would love this shit. So stand by, it's incoming. When I do it, I'll do little challenges in the Discord. So I'll put the links for all the mods that we're using, and then I'll put down whatever times we're running, and whoever wants to have a crack at it can download the link, have a crack at the time, and post their results or whatever. Just for some shits and giggle, bragging rights and whatnot. So, but
The other night, I looked at it, I'm like, oh, Tuesday night's my basketball night.
yeah,
I wasn't doing it.
I hear. But there's options. But Pete asked me a question about what his government's doing, and I think they're imploding over in the States at the moment. I think the biggest issue is a guy that was not elected or voted in has all the control, and he's employed a bunch of teenagers to poke around in places they shouldn't and in sensitive areas, and they've all got questionable records. It doesn't look good at all, and if it wasn't real, it would be like almost amusing. But it's scary. The USAID thing, for me personally, is a massive issue because, like, for us in Australia, people are like, USAID, who gives a shit? Well, we do, because who's going to fucking contribute to the economies of all the island nations that surround Australia now? Australia can't afford to do it. We've never done it. So where does PNG go? Where does Samoa, Fiji, New Caledonia, any of those island nations go? China, Belt and Road, they're already there waiting. Why do you think their ships are 15 meters off our fucking international waters right now? Because they're sending a message that we're coming and we're about to build ports and you resisted, but we're going to strangle you simply by surrounding you. So, yeah, it's a problem. It's much bigger than just stopping fraud and corruption. You know, they got rid of all their inspector generals, who that's their job, and the guy that's responsible for doing all this exposing will not come to Parliament, will not come to the floor and testify in front of anybody to tell them what he's doing. He's like full transparency, but he's not giving any. It's false transparency. They're being gaslit, and it's a big fucking problem. You got Navy planes falling out of the sky as well as regular airplanes. That's normal. I see, did you see today the aircraft carrier had a little accident with a cargo ship, bumped into it?
I didn't see that.
Okay, so how many ships follow an aircraft carrier anywhere? How sensitive are those radars? You don't bump into an aircraft carrier. I'm sorry, there's just no way that you can have a naval accident within an aircraft carrier. You can't even get fucking close enough to it with all the support Arleigh Burke ships around it, for starters. And the radar, and the warnings, and we'll launch helicopters, and no warning shots, like nothing. Like, come on, man, something's up. Like, they're being fucking hacked from the inside, man. And they're being gutted so that they're not going to be able to respond when China moves on Taiwan. Everybody's just being gaslit right now. And in the meantime, Trump and Elon are going to just gut the money. They're cancelling education system. They're cancelling the health system. They're cancelling Medicare, Medicaid. Rural hospitals are about to be closed everywhere, affecting red states more than blue, which is a fucking slap in the face for those voters. Well done. It's wild, man. Like, it's absolutely out of control over there. And it's really obvious to us because our reporting is not censored. I've got a video on my channel of Fox News, like, literally censoring my comments in real time as I was making them, deleting them. And it's not new, man. Like, I am literally ghost fucking banned on YouTube because I keep engaging in their live streams. Because, like, where's the Epstein list? Like,
Yeah.
come on, man. Like, nobody gives a shit about JFK. I'm sorry. We know who killed him, and we know who killed Martin Luther King. Would rather know what happened to Malcolm X. You know, that's an interesting one, but you won't open that up, and you certainly fucking will not give us the Epstein list because Trump's all over it. Like, it
100%.
absolutely he is. So this is all smoke and mirrors. It's like, look over here. I'm setting fire over here. Don't look over here. And Gaza, like, Russia, okay, so he launches a Bitcoin, yeah? And he cashes it in 2 days before he takes president, yeah?
Yeah.
And it makes him the richest crypto person in the entire world. He made billions on it. Okay, I'm sorry, but the US, his supporter base, don't have that kind of money. That kind of money comes from nation states. It comes from dictators. Why do you think Putin's getting his way and he's doing nothing to stop China anywhere? Why do you think they've removed USAID? That's China's gift, bro. That's what they've wanted forever. Just to stop soft American power so that they can move in with Belt and Road. There's no other alternative for any poor country in the world to go to now other than them or Russia. Because no other country has a program or can support it on that. So it's very fucking scary. And the way that they're, like, gaslighting their own people by reporting only, like, clips of interviews and, you know, deleting comments to suppress public outcry. It's shameful, man. It's scary. Because it affects us, man. We got kids, dude. Like, think about it. Like, our kids are going to grow up in this country. How's it going to be when there's ports built by China in New Guinea, man? Or Thursday Island? What are you going to do when their battleships are 50 kilometers, 30 kilometers from our actual coastline because they are in the port? You can't do shit.
No.
So, like, we're hamstrung. Trump tried to... We've never, ever questioned the US. We've followed them into every world conflict, lockstep, without question, whether it was smart or not. Well, we did what we did, and we thought we were doing it for the right reason, which is democracy, and for a while there, that's what we were doing. But this tariff bullshit, that is a fucking... This is a simple Trump play. This is a carrot he's dangling, dude. It's, we'll either attempt to ruin you fiscally, it will ruin the economies of all your countries unless you bend to my will and follow me into Gaza and do what I say in Russia. That's the only places that they're reporting that everyone's so happy about USAID being taken down. Sure they are. They're all dictatorship states that are reporting this news. They even said it. Like, oh, Venezuela's extremely happy. Cuba is saying it's the best thing that's ever been done. North Korea is applauding. Like, what? Who cares, dude? They're dictators, man. Like, why are we pleasing them?
Yeah.
Like, it's... Trump got paid out and bought. He got bought before the election. Russia, China, they bought his Bitcoin. It's perfect. There's no way to trace where that money comes from, man. And now he's got to pay the piper. This is like JFK all over again. So he's got to pay back his backers. you know, you got to pay the people that invest. So how do you pay back billions of dollars when you're broke? Well, you just let Russia have half of Ukraine, and then you divvy up the rest of their natural resources between you and him. Then you don't do anything about China. You let them take Australia and the South Pacific by cancelling USAID. And what do? You carve out a slice for yourself in all of this mess in the Middle East, which is Gaza, where he said, we're not paying for it, we're just going to own it.
Yeah.
Ethnic cleansing? Did we learn nothing from World War II? Like, that's ethnic cleansing, and he's not even, like, hiding it. Like, he's just blatantly saying, like, yeah, we'll move them out. And, like, you can't live there, he says. You can't live there because there's bombs, unexploded bombs, and the whole place is ruined. Well, of course it is. You fucking provided the bombs, dude. You got paid. You guys got fat pockets supplying the Israeli military with all the bombs to do the bombing, and now you're going to say that because it's a ghetto, people can't live there. Well, fuck, you caused it. Like,
Yeah.
we're being gaslit, man. And they don't report that, you see. When you watch the US news, it's the complete opposite. Everybody thinks that the US people are behind Trump swinging his dick and getting things done. But that's just what the propaganda mouthpieces of Fox, CNN now, unfortunately, New York Post, they've all been bought. They're all reporting the same story. You could play the opening blurb of any of those, and they all say the same words, word for word, in all of their reports. And they censor all of the comments. Why? Because no one agrees with what they're saying. Which is why when you look at it, it says 500 comments, and you might see 8. Like, it's blatant. It's illegal. It's terrifying, and I have kids in the game, man. Like, do I need to take my kids to the middle of Australia in a tent so that I don't get conscripted to fight somebody else's war when Taiwan gets invaded? Because that's what's going to happen. The US military is being gutted as we speak. Like, the military, the Attorney General, the Inspector General for the military just resigned because he can't follow illegal orders. There's nobody checking the military. They're gutting all of the funding. Not only that, China are building a massive Pentagon. That's convenient. That, you know, Elon Musk has been set loose in all of America's most intricate, secret fucking data systems. And who does he pick to do that? He picks a bunch of fucking programmers to do an accountant's job. Why are you picking programmers if they're not allowed to take the data? Wouldn't you pick accountants if they're only allowed to look at the data and not manipulate it? Why would they need that set of skills? And then on top of that, each and every one of the people he's elected is fucking and nominated. They've all got massive conflicts of interest and charges and like RFK Jr. Fuck, man. This dude is a vaccine denier. Like, there's an outbreak of measles in Texas, and they're clapping their hands that he's going to save them. Do you understand that they're going backwards? Do you realize moving out of the World Health Organization, the World Health Organization?
Yeah.
So USA have pulled out, yeah? Okay, so the next pandemic, any cancer vaccine, any AIDS research, any of that's all collaborated on by scientists all around the world. You agree?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, America's no longer included in that because they've just removed themselves from WHO. So every time that there's a new flu outbreak or a new fucking disease or a new anything, guess what? America has to start from scratch to research to try to come up with a solution against it because they're not included in the world collaborating on a cure. They've removed themselves from that. Who does that? Who does that benefit?
If they do have something, they're not going to share it. Like, so if they
Exactly.
have actually,
Point.
Done something,
They can't.
everyone else suffers.
Exactly. They're isolating themselves, and it's well. Donald Trump has just sold out the country, essentially, for money. which we can say is in the form of crypto, which is obvious that that's what was done, because nobody makes billions off a domestic meme coin. Let's be real. Like, let's be fucking honest. That money is nation state money, mate. That's the kind of money that, you know, dictators have. Nobody can put billions into that. So the fact that he's doing it because he's selling, like, he doesn't care, man. He's not gonna face any music. He's bought all the judges, all this Doge, you know, this Doge thing. They're going in and ripping out all the red tape, the bureaucracy.
Yeah.
Okay, the inspector generals, it's their job to investigate the fraud in America. Okay, that's what they normally do, and every fucking different department has their own inspector general. Elon Musk had 32 and still has 32 pending cases in Supreme Courts all over America regarding his businesses. He had 32 open investigations on him. So far, he has removed 5 inspector generals that had open investigations on him. Is it obvious what he's doing yet?
It's so obvious.
He's cleaning house, yeah? Any opposition, no, he doesn't agree with me, you're gone, we wipe your data. Like, he's been ordered to destroy the data that he's collected from the finance department stuff. That implies that he took data, but he was never allowed to. He was only ever allowed to look. So he's already committed a crime if he's even taken it. And if he doesn't delete it and show evidence of him deleting it, he's further incriminating himself. But they paint him in this beautiful light in America like he's like coming to save them. No, he's enriching himself, and then he's going to move SpaceX and China overseas because Tesla is going bankrupt now. Like, every nation that's been hit with tariffs is going to band together and put 100% tariffs on Tesla in particular. The Canadian government have just started an appeal to every other nation to band together to target only the American companies that enrich Trump and Elon. So they're going after them where it hurts in the pockets. So he doesn't look quite so smart by not taking a salary and only taking stock now when his stock is tanking. So he's got very little options other than to move offshore. When Trump's out, I promise you, Elon goes to China. This new Pentagon that they're building, that's his base, man. He's a fucking, like, spy villain. Like, this is his MO. He's done it everywhere. This is what he does. And he's doing it on the grandest scale ever, and it's going to take the US decades to recover, if they can recover. If. That's a big if. But,
like, Elon's made it so obvious as well. Like, he's not even hiding it.
And he hasn't, but this is a conversation between two of us. Anyone from the US will be saying, what are they talking about, man? Because they don't get this reporting. There's no evidence, fact-based reporting. They're getting gaslit with sound bites and clips. It's pathetic and sad, man. Like, it worries me because, like I said, I've got kids in the game, dude. I've got to live in this world too. His decisions are affecting me already by Chinese warships being 15 meters off the fucking economic zone of Australian waters for the first time in history ever. That's not a coincidence. In the same week that they just decided to drop flares in front of our fucking Poseidon ship flying over the China Sea. You tell me they're not fucking sending us a message. Tell me, bro. I would love to be convinced that they're not, but unfortunately, it's pretty fucking obvious, man. Like, they've been planning this since Trump's first term because they played him like a fucking book because they know he's motivated by money and he has no loyalty. Why do you think it was so important they get him re-elected? This was all bought for and paid for by everybody. Like, Jesus, fuck, man, it's gross, bro. It's so gross, and it hurts my heart to think about, like, what happens to the young men?
Yeah.
what happens when they send their armies into march and there's young men and kids losing fathers over corruption, greed, and bullshit, and it's unnecessary. It's completely unnecessary. What he's proposing in Gaza is not only illegal, it's fucking morally abhorrent. It's ethnic cleansing and it's genocide. There's no other word for it. I'm sorry. And I don't like to use those words, and this video certainly won't fucking be going anywhere. But anyway, that's the truth, and I'm super passionate about it. Like, it generally I get wound up and emotional about it because it does, like, they think they're so self-involved, that they can't see the forest for the trees, that their decisions are affecting millions of people around the world. People are already dying at the hands of this Doge because food aid and medication is being withheld because he's put a stop to all of it. There's $500 million worth of food rotting in New York right now because they refuse to move it because they said, no, can't. Because Trump said no. Like, make that make sense. How does that make any sense whatsoever? It just doesn't to me. Like, it just sounds like he's having a pissing contest with himself. And he's trying to install himself as a dictator, which is why he's removing all the bureaucracy and red tape to allow him to do it. And, like, to us on the outside, like, it's super obvious. But to the people that it matters to, the people that can vote and actually do something about it, they're not getting the story that we're getting. And that's the scary part, because if they don't get the information, how can they fucking vote him out? How can they do anything? They can't. What we're seeing is the Russification of the American people.
He is withholding it cause they found funds not going to what they said it was going to be.
Yeah, but you also know that people are dying and that US soft power is the reason that US has installed democracy all around the world. They didn't get there with their military. The military were the ones that installed USAID. They were the ones that said, we're getting our asses kicked all over Saudi Arabia. We can't beat Hamas and the Houthis because these fuckers are building hospitals in the areas we're supposed to be bombing. They're winning the hearts and minds of the people. We have to compete, which is why they started USAID. If you listen to the hearing of the Doge Committee, they explicitly talk about that. And Senator Jasmine has made it obviously clear that that's exactly what it's for. It's abundantly clear to everybody else other than the people that it matters to, the people that vote on it. And that's the fucking scary part. It seems like, they're like...
Dive bomb Danny. I understand that, but what he was doing was stopping the funds that are supporting Hamas and other things that don't matter.
Yeah, I don't think USA's ever had a good rap to start off with.
That's the point. They've always played both sides. They've funded the Taliban when it suited them, and then they waged war against them, and now they're funding them again. They've done the same in every Arabic country and state other than Saudi, because they've always had the money to say no. And they've run out of places, man. So, like, I agree that there was rot and that there was fraud. Absolutely. But to stop everything on a whim and to let somebody that's not even a government elected official go in there and gut it without any oversight, and then on top of that allow him to remove the oversight committees and have you applaud him for doing it, that's fucking 4D chess. That's what the result of your media is. That is because you're only getting half of the story. You're only being told what they want you to hear, which is it's excessive fraud and shit. But it's not. It's the exact counter to the Belt and Road Initiative. And it's been the only reason that the US has managed to hang on to geopolitical power. Anyway, you listen to any geopolitical analyst, and they're all screaming the same thing. You cannot find a serious one that claims anything other than that this is a massive problem for people everywhere.
Elected people that were not even involved in politics too. There are evil on both sides.
Agreed.
Trump's cause and he's probably best mates. I say probably because I don't really know, but I think it's a pretty safe guess that he's probably best mates with who owns all of the media, and that plays into your point of media doesn't say anything about it because
they're invested.
Their mate.
Well, Trump's actually got lawsuits now against Paramount, which owns a bunch of media companies, for exactly that, because they're not reporting what he wants them to report. Like, he's having a spat with the Associated Press, which is a global agency, about why they refuse to refer to the Gulf of Mexico as the Gulf of America. And the reporters are saying, like, yeah, why won't they call it the Gulf of America? The president says it is. We changed it by law. Like, yeah, your law, not global law, idiot. Like, just because you call it a yard doesn't mean that I call it a yard. We all use the metric system. We're not imperial based. Like, you can call it whatever the fuck you like. It doesn't matter to the rest of us.
RN is the same stuff the left is throwing out here.
Like smaller things that probably don't make as much of a difference, but they're very clear indicators. Like, Trump was the reason that TikTok went. Like, he was like, TikTok's got to go.
Absolutely.
He finally got rid of it, and then he gets back in power and goes, you know what? I'll give it back to you.
Well, he had
Like,
no choice.
He's playing himself as a good guy, isn't he? He's going, hey, look, I did something nice for you guys. I didn't want it, but hey, here you go.
Yeah, absolutely. But on top of that, how about if oh, you like that, do you? How about if I own it? How about if I own half of it?
Yeah.
How about if I own all of it? How about if China pay me through a backdoor via crypto and then you can keep it? How about that? And then how about we get Musk to go in and delete the fucking files? Because he's got no oversight. He removes it all. I don't know. It just sounds like a bad spy novel. But how about... Pete, jump in the chat, dude. Stop typing. You can come in here. We're all friends, man. No one's going to attack you. It's just a conversation. Nah. It's just a conversation that I find, like, it's not just relevant. Like, not just interesting, it's relevant. Because, like I said, like, we all got, you know, skin in the game. Literally. Like, our futures somewhat depend on what happens. Not only do they fucking lead, but, like, they've set, not only do they set the example, but, you know, they've led, like, democracies and the picture of democracies all over the world, and now he gets in, and the first thing he does is threaten to take over Canada. Like, make that make sense. Like, well, I won't rule out using force against Canada. Like, come on, man. That's left or right. That's not fucking that's not realistic or sane. And Mexico, like, all of these tariffs are hurting them more than it hurts the countries they're against. So, you know, like the steel tariffs, yeah, that sucks for us. But guess what? China now needs to build heaps of ports and battleships to surround Australia. We'll be selling tons of steel.
It's murder time.
Yo, what up, Pete? Pete Ash, what up?
All right, hold on. I gotta step in here because I'm hearing y'all attack my country.
That's okay.
So what's going on here? What's going on? Let's talk.
No, we're just chatting, man. We're just chatting.
What you guys talk about?
Well, we're just saying, like, it just seems a bit weird, like, that there's a dude that's not been elected by anybody that seems to have all this power. Like, I've never seen a non-elected official give a interview in the Oval Office.
No, yeah,
and if a woman went in there unelected and did that same thing with her baby hanging off her shoulder, tell me that she wouldn't be torn apart in the media for not securing her child. Like, tell me that's not a double standard right there, that we're only saying that it's cute because it suits us, because we all know how unprofessional that is to have a child in the room when you're talking about national fucking security. Right. Like, that's very unprofessional. But he's on ketamine.
I'm not left nor right. Right? I'm in the middle, so
I'm Australian.
Sides of the story, right? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yep.
But what you're you're saying right now is like everything the left media is putting out over here.
And
That's all I'm saying.
that might be because put a VPN on and look
Right,
up
no, I use
UK
Tor,
media,
but I have
and
VPNs, yeah.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying though. It's not just the left; it's the whole world. Like, not a single country has agreed with the Gaza plan. Even the countries that Trump has said has agreed, they've all said no. Like the King of Jordan, he can't, man.
Yeah,
He has half the
Trump is
Palestinian
in
people
control.
already living there. If he says yes to ethnic cleansing the rest of them, he's going to lose his fucking country, dude. And Egypt has said
Did
no.
he say ethnic cleansing though out of his mouth?
What do you define moving people off their land by force, not giving them a choice to stay, and then relocating them to a place where they are now refugees without a home state and the same rights as the
No, I
people that live there
understand
ever? For their kids, they have no rights ever or identity ever.
But ethnic cleansing defines that you're trying to eliminate a certain
Yeah, but
race.
well, Israel have exactly been doing that for 70 years. And you guys have
Israel
been
wants
supplying
a double state,
the bombs.
but
No,
Palestine doesn't want a double state.
well, if Israel wants a double state, why do they keep making their section bigger and Gaza's smaller?
Well, I mean, they're getting attacked every
but
single day, even before October 7th. Like,
if they're
you're gonna retaliate.
of course, but if you're getting attacked, how's the bombs getting in? Because they control all the aid trucks. There was 4,000 aid trucks that let in less than 1,600, and we're talking in the last 2 weeks.
But that's America. But also, Hamas is being funded by Turkey and Iran.
Yeah, but Hamas was funded by the United States beginning. That's how they got their start. They fought against Russia.
Like Taliban. We funded the Taliban. We made the Taliban damn near.
Exactly.
It's when it benefits us.
So does September 11 now mean that you have to eliminate all Muslim countries and Muslim people?
Not at all.
Okay, then so why are you applying that logic to the Hamas and the Palestinian people? You're talking about a handful of fucking terrorists, and then you're going to move a whole fucking 2 million innocent people out because of those handful of terrorists. It's the same fucking logic, dude. I'm sorry, but it is. Like, it doesn't, the math don't math.
It's questionable what he's doing. I understand.
It's not questionable. It's illegal. It's
I'm just downplaying it, but
yeah.
One bad apple in the fruit, you're gonna ruin everything else.
Okay, then so like
if
your country, but
and we keep the people there, they're gonna grow again.
Okay.
Like, I'm not saying to take the people out. I'm just saying let's figure out a way where we don't have to hurt the people, and we could get our shit done at the same time.
I agree. You got the same issue with the cartels. You got the same issue with the cartels.
We're gonna go to war with them soon, bro. Like,
yeah, but you haven't like bombed all of Mexico to the point where but you haven't yet to the point where the entire world says it's unlivable and something needs to be done on a global scale to rebuild it and take care of these people. You haven't done it yet, is what I'm saying. And Israel have, and you
off of Mexico through the cartel. The cartels are low key giving money to the government here. No lie.
Well, of course they are. How do they get their guns? It comes straight from America. Absolutely, it does. Why do you think the NRA is so fucking powerful as a lobbying group? Where do they get their monies from?
NRA is dumb, dude. They abolish the NRA.
Dude, I can tell you right now that the majority of their funding comes directly from the cartels, whose best interest it is that anybody and everybody be allowed to buy guns and sell them without any fucking checks and balances. Exactly right, brother. Exactly right. It's rotten. So what you're saying is, with that bad apple right there, we now kill Mexico. Gone. Because you said if there's one bad apple, we have to remove everybody because they'll come back. So now we have to kill all of Mexico.
Our immigration.
It's the same, but it's the same example with Hamas, really. Like, but we're suggesting that we remove them and take away their human right to a country, a homeland. Like, it's not.
I don't agree with that, though. I'm on your side with that. I don't agree with that.
Is this a place for sim racing?
That's my libertarian aspect of things. I'm right in the middle. I don't agree with the right or left, bro. I see common sense.
And that's what I'm
So
saying. Common sense is common sense is failing at the moment because common sense says that
we need to vote libertarian here, bro.
that
I swear to God, everything would be better if we vote libertarian.
but common sense says that if you want to do an investigation into fraud, that you don't fucking get rid of every person that investigated any fraud up to this point. Like you don't dismantle the FBI and then install a guy that's taken money directly from the KGB to directly appear and help produce an anti-FBI documentary to be like published like in the lead up to the election. He's not the one, you know. Oh, we will, but the scary thing is it has real ramifications, man, for the rest of us. So that's why it scares me, you know, like, because I got Chinese boats. We got Chinese boats on our doorstep that we've never had before.
Yeah, we have North Korea facing missiles at my home island on Guam, bro. Like,
yeah, bro. This is what I'm saying, though. It does.
It's gonna happen. Something's gonna happen, bro, and we can't stop it. We can talk about it all we want,
well,
but it's
with that
happen.
attitude, with that attitude, it won't ever stop, dude. I feel that though, like.
You know what I mean, right? I'm just being real, bro. Like I'm being real.
No, but being real is what your Democratic people are doing now. Is they're gonna fucking close your government down, dude. They're going to close it down. Well,
Dems are weird over here.
Their hands are tied, man. They're both weird.
They had 4 years to do something, but all they did was run us into debt and more fucking inflation.
Actually, if you look back at the Treasury, the only time that your debt has receded in the past 16 years is during the Democratic fucking actual times. All of them. We're going back to Clinton here. All of them back to Clinton. Cool. But since then, all of the red state ones, the Republican ones, have run up your debt. Right. So they're gaslighting you, B.
I wanna look at these.
Yeah, check it.
Do you know what? Like, just send me after.
Yeah.
Like, I got. Curious.
No, I've got videos on that as well in my Discord because they showed the rain. They showed the that budget because that's exactly what they were saying. They were saying that Democrats always run it up with all these fucking save the people fucking food stamp campaigns and shit, but when they showed the figures, it told a different story, and it was very interesting. We have heaps of fraud with that here too. Like, yeah, dude, but we also have free hospitals. Like, we're not going to stop treating people that are sick just because we have food stamp fraud. They're what?
I'll tell you that. Free hospitals?
Yeah.
Dream, man. I wish.
Oh, dude, every country in the world other than you guys has it. It's odd that you guys don't. There's no other...
capitalism, bro. That's capitalism for you.
Oh, I agree.
Even in our video games, bro, that's capitalism. All the pay to win and all the patches and all that. That's capitalism, bro. We need to take that shit out of our video games again, man.
Oh.
From that to woke, to the wokeness, to the DEI bullshit, that ruined their fucking video games, man. For real. Like,
I'll agree with that.
70 US American dollars to fucking get something that we're gonna be pissed off with in like a week.
Well, at the end of the day, we're playing a video game because we want to escape reality. So why do they try so hard to reflect reality? It's a fucking oxymoron in itself. Because they don't want you to have access to information, dude. Look at Ryan Macbeth. Have you watched Ryan Macbeth?
It sounds familiar, but
check him out. He's a US dude. He goes to NATO and speaks. He briefs your president quite often, and he's calling this all out. Like, and he is a mad patriot, like mad patriot. And it's interesting because I've been actually emailing him. He's got 1 million followers on YouTube, but he's taken the time and responded. We've been emailing regarding all of this stuff because I was concerned about comments being deleted and shit. And he's like, "Yeah, no, it happens. It's like, it's
about that comment deletion. I wrote something on your chat about Hamas and it didn't go through.
Oh yeah. No, I
Are they
didn't.
monitoring, or is it like keywords or something, or what?
No. I was writing things like "please explain," like with an egg,
Yeah.
like as a pun, because the eggs are like $58 over there at the moment.
Right.
And
And then they fucking blocked you.
no, that won't even go through, dude. You asked for the Epstein list, yeah, that won't go through, dude.
Yeah, that's
Um,
fucking.
but
You know
you,
that was part of the Dems run, right? Is that censoring? That's what I don't like about that, bro.
so the Epstein list, Luna is now in charge of it, and she says it's bipartisan. I guarantee you that the Democrats will do nothing until that comes out. Because they know Trump's gone as soon as it comes out. His power's removed.
Like I tell my wife, man, all we gotta do is sit back and see what happens.
Or
Either way, politics are just one big ass blast, man.
change your perspective. If it looks too good to be fucking true, widen your view. Use your VPN. Maybe start the people that you're saying are talking shit all the time. Maybe start listening to what they're saying or research what they're saying and see if it's actually shit or if you're being influenced by the other media. Because a lot of what they're saying isn't shit.
Middle ground, bro.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. That's.
I agree. A lot of it isn't, bro.
But they're too far left.
What they're not putting into light is the stuff that they're using that money on, bro. Do you see the list they put up that Doge found?
Yes, but you need to understand. But
does anyone need a transgendered Irish play for $50,000? That could have went to our people over here for food stamp and welfare.
Yeah.
We had to throw it to some trans fucking opera.
So because we're angry about that, we're gonna stop HIV medication, even though the disease, is kind of fucked up now.
There's always gonna be some collateral damage when a choice is made.
But the collateral damage is Belt and Road Initiative. That's the scary part, dude. The collateral damage is there's no coming back from that. That's why the US has been so important for all these years. That's why they've managed. Why do you think that they can rule without having war? It's called soft power. So you win the hearts and minds. No people are going to support you if you just kill their people. You have to be doing infrastructure. You have to be supplying aid.
The cool thing about Democrats is they're helping people outside of our country. But what they did was forget about us. Now we're hurting. No.
So what's happening is the tax cuts keep getting made at the top 1%. So you guys keep having to foot the bill. The only way they can give those tax cuts at the top is to cut the cheese off the bottom, bro. So you're just left with the curd. You got no cream. You just milk at this stage. And this is their last go because you're facing bankruptcy as a country. Do you know who fucking owns the World Bank? Dude's American. He could stop it if he wanted to. But why would he? Because he owns every other country too. Why would he? But they could stop all of this mess. The Rothschilds are well known to be able to end all of this, or at least help. But will they? No. Will the government make them pay tax? Hell no, because if they do that, they'll up the interest rates. It's a corrupt fucking system.
They want their money back either way if they give it away. They want double their money back.
I hear that, bro, and it just scares me. But yeah, I didn't mean to get all deep and shit.
No, that's cool, bro. I mean, I just felt like as an American, I just needed to put my 2 cents into.
Absolutely, and I'd be ashamed if you didn't.
My country, bro.
No, I'm not. I'm not though. I'm not trying to attack.
I'm not offended, bro.
The funny thing is yeah, it is. It's just a conversation. But the funny thing is it means it means so much that you got people outside of your country that are passionate about it. Ask yourself, why is the whole world worried about what we're doing with our tax fund? Because it affects everybody, dude. Australia have never had a surplus with the US. We've always run at a deficit to you guys. We've never had a surplus, ever. Why are you putting tariffs on us? We've followed you into every war, without question. We're the
They're putting
only
tariffs on
ones.
you.
Oh, they've destroyed our national market, which is the steel industry. That's what we rely on.
Bro, why the fuck would they tariff you guys? What did you guys
Bec-
do? You guys helped us.
Well, because he
Every
wants us
time.
to follow him into Gaza, and he wants the Chinese to be empowered.
Oh, that
So
makes a lot of
the
fucking
Chinese
sense.
can't have a rich Australia because we keep standing up to China. In the South Pacific, we're it, bro. And we got 2 rickety diesel subs. You guys are meant to give us subs. We paid you $500 million for them. Still no subs 15 years later. Like, this is a
That's
gift
insane.
to China at this point. You destroyed our deal with UK and France to get subs. You undermined our deal with Spain to get subs. You promised us subs, and now you've installed all the red tape so that we can't get the subs that we've paid for the subs. And now you're destroying our steel. Thank you. Like, we've followed you everywhere, man, and we've never fucking done anything to harm the US. And this is what we cop. So yeah, it does affect us a little, man. Like when Elon Musk goes in there and starts doing shit that we can see is illegal from a constitutional and moral standpoint, and it has real like effect. Like it actually makes my bread prices go up, dude, because he's fucking around. We're finding out, gee, we got Chinese ships on our door, and I got a 19-year-old son that I don't want to see get conscripted because Trump needs to get rich. You fuckers got to march, bro. Like, I'm sorry, but somebody's going to have to go and impeach this fucker and march. And there's one dude that's impeaching him right now. He's a civil rights fucking lawyer, as well as Miss Jasmine that's doing a fantastic job trying to hold her ground too. They're the only people that are really trying to stop the rot and understand the implication, and they're the only people that don't benefit from it. Like, that's the funny part. They're the only ones that don't get richer from any of it. So it's very interesting when you take the skin out of the game. If you don't have a vested interest in it, it becomes very easy to spot the crooks. And right now your system is crooked because you're allowed to invest for starters. Like, Pelosi has been fucking playing this game for years, bro, with Nvidia and shit. Like, she's enriched. They're trying to do the same thing with Tesla now. Like, they're propping it up with government contracts.
Since I've opened my eyes out of my mother's womb, America has been shit.
Yeah,
Has
man.
been fucked up.
It's
So,
been
I mean,
just
what
going
you're telling
downhill.
me is the same shit, you know what I mean, that I hear here. But it's like, I didn't know that you guys are getting hit that hard from what is going on over here. So,
Oh,
on
massively.
behalf of, you know, everyone here, we're fucking sorry, dude.
No, but it's
Like,
not. It's not even that though.
I
Like,
wish I wish I could give you fucking subs myself.
no, see, this is the thing, man. Like, we understand that you guys are being gaslit. That's why it's so fucking important that we talk about it. And that's why information is so important. When everything gets hidden behind a paywall and they start deleting all of your comments and start restricting your freedom of speech, ask why. They're coming after your guns next. I promise.
It happened 4 years ago under Biden. It was even worse under Biden.
No. Trump is coming for your guns now, I tell you, because at the moment it's too shaky. So they're gonna come.
Honestly, he could try. He could try. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, he'll try.
That's all I'm saying.
He'll try.
I mean, because Biden was the one that was like, we're gonna put a stop on your guns.
No.
Trump.
No. What Biden was trying to do was bring you into line with the rest of the world standard. No other.
Why?
Because
That's
no other first world country has mass shootings. No other country has school shootings.
Issue,
okay, yeah, it is.
That's not the gun's fault, brother.
I agree.
I can put my AR-15 in front of my door and not touch it, and it will not hurt nobody.
I agree.
It's a person with the intent.
Agreed. And what if they take it off you, or if they steal it from you, or if they break in and steal your safe? Then you're no longer in control of it. So it is a big.
They try to steal a 2-ton safe out of my room,
But they
and not get anywhere far, and I'll catch them. So I mean,
Yeah,
they
but
could try.
that's you though. You're not talking about the guy down the road that has no money and a crack habit that can buy guns and sell them just as quickly. He can buy them legally and sell them to feed his addiction.
There's yellow tape on people like that, bro.
Yeah, but not in Texas. You can move any gun from any state in the US to Texas, and then you can sell it without a check or anything. You can just sell it for cash on the spot in a car park.
Well, I have to delve into those rules.
That's
on Texas,
it's kind of
Texas, brother.
Kind of close to Mexico, huh?
Yeah, I mean that's exactly where California, Arizona, and Texas.
I know, just it all just sounds a bit convenient. If you wanted to get guns somewhere, that you would do it that way. You know?
It does.
But anyway, dude. Yeah. I definitely want to do this again, and but with a proper like background and shit, not when we're sim racing or trying to sim race. But I gotta bounce because it's after midnight. But man, thank you like for talking, because it's touchy, I know, man. But it comes down to like people talking that these things get understood, because without it, there's no clarity, and without clarity, there's confusion. And
it's rare to see a couple of dudes have different ideas on politics and not get offended and mad and start yelling at each other.
But that's because
we need.
That's because when what's the difference here? We don't have money in the game, bro. So ask yourself, if these fuckers didn't have investments and money under the table and money in the game, would they not be having the same conversations we are? Of course they would be. Of course they would be. I'm not saying that the Democrats are fucking like God, like that they do everything right. I'm saying that they understand that right now Trump is a threat to not just your country, but democracy and the global stability. Because giving in to Trump sets a terrible precedent. Not including Ukraine sets a terrible precedent. To say, I'm going to lord over you and you will get what I tell you you can have because I pay for the guns. These are the things that the rest of the world is focused on that you guys don't hear about because you're getting fed Doge. This is...
Wait. No, dude, that's a circus act, bro.
Absolutely it is. It's a great distraction, dude.
They're trying to distract from what they're trying to do under the covers.
Of course, it's working.
I mean, we can't really do much, right?
Well, if you
just us alone, not
no. Yeah, but that's the same defeatist mentality that Martin Luther King. If he had that, you'd be still sitting on the fucking back of the bus, my G. Like he could have just said, "Well, I can't do shit about this," so. Fucking sorry, love. Sit at the back.
But is it worth? Like, you just gotta really know. Do you have the energy to fight it, and is it worth?
I don't have a choice. I have kids.
No, I understand that, but.
And beyond that, if people that are like less fucking there's people there that are willing to put their life that are standing up right now. You got what are they? DAs. And stuff, district attorneys and whatnot, they're resigning. Republican ones are resigning because they've asked them to dismiss the case against the New York mayor because he's going to help them get better ICE laws in. So the mayor of New York will be allowed to walk away with the $50 million he's illegally enriched himself with because he'll let them, he'll stop it being a home state for refugees. Like, this is gross, dude. Like, this is what's happening right now.
I agree with the sanctioned states, bro. I want those out of here.
I agree, but this is not the way to do it, man. You don't pay a criminal to get your way. You don't pay a criminal to get your way, dude. You've already got problems, my guy. So do we now. We got China on our doorstep.
Who else is gonna help?
w-
Do it.
we're
Trump's
trying.
gonna do something. We'll see.
Well,
We'll see what
we're
happens.
having a conversation is the most I can do at this point. But the minute they have any
Well, I'm
type
saying
of
immigration-wise,
gathering,
like
I'll be there.
state sanctions shit. No, dude.
No, that.
California's a sanctioned state, and there's a lot of crime going on here, bro. I can't walk
Oh,
out my door without seeing a fentanyl addict laying
yep.
on the sidewalk.
It definitely has to
Bro,
change.
that's
Definitely has
because
to
of the
change.
Dems, bro. They're using this place as a sanctioned state, and
No,
it's wrong.
it's not because of the
It
Dems.
is,
It's
bro.
because of the
It is.
Chinese. It's because of the Chinese.
Yeah, because
They're
they're giving
flooding
the
Mexico. They're flooding Mexico
fent
with
and weed.
precursor drugs
Yeah,
to flood your market with fent. Why?
yeah.
Because they don't want you to reproduce. It's the same reason that your government built alcohol stores and gun stores in every black neighborhood on every corner. It's called gentrification. This is just done on a global
I know
scale.
what gentrification is, bro. I live in a gentrified state.
Yeah,
I know what that
yeah,
is, bro. It's crazy.
and it's a wild way to put it, but that's the only sort of way I could explain it. Is that's what China is attempting to do to you as a country by continuing this fentanyl shit. So, but anyway.
Like Biden was doing the same stuff you're saying Trump was doing.
There's a lot though that
That's crazy.
like
They said you
there's
gotta pick and choose your evil.
yeah, there is, but there's a lot that's been said about Hunter Biden that's not true, and I've got some reports to show you. Yep, I got some reports to show you.
Some stuff about that too. We'll compare and contrast our
I
evidence
told
here.
you I'll bring receipts, and you should too. So this is basically the soft. This is a soft launch of the Jump Off podcast that I wanted to start, but this is essentially what I envisioned with our cameras on and face to face, and me with a fat cigar and a glass of Hennessy. So we'll reconvene in a couple of days, man, and chat further, and I'll set up an appropriate room and whatnot. Put your camera on, we'll talk. But you know, it's all love in the end, and that none of this means. Like your friendship means more than any of this to me. So, at the end of the day, we're just trying to inform. Like you're definitely informing me, man, and that's what I need is to be informed so that I can feel safe. And I think that I'm not the only one that feels that way. So,
there's a real fear over here too as well, man.
Yeah, well, yeah. Anyway, dude, much love to you, man. To everyone that dropped in expecting to see sim racing, I'm sorry. It was impromptu, but it's been bubbling under the surface in the Discord for a little while. I've been poking Pete with fucking heaps of memes and jokes and shit. Ash, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here, man.
Thank you. I'm sorry, man. I've been poking him, man, like all week, dude. Like saying I want to start this podcast, and I need someone to interview. And he's like, yeah, you should do that. So all week I've just been prodding him, knowing that the minute I get online, he can't resist. He's gonna ask me what I think, and I'm gonna be able to bait him to get onto my fucking stream, and I'm gonna get it out that way. So. Yeah, I appreciate you, bro. I just played a Trump move on you, and that just goes to show anyone can be manipulated into getting them to do what you want to do. So pay attention. Keep your eyes open. Not everybody's your friend, G. But I am.
That was a crazy way of low-key dissing and
No, it's no. What I'm just saying is that it's just the perfect example of how easy it is if your intentions aren't sweet, and if you and that's it. Like you're coming in here, you're coming into my stream thinking you're about to watch sim racing, and I've got an ulterior motive, and how easy it is for me to plant 2 or 3 seeds to get you to bite and engage. It's exactly what Trump's doing right now, dude. Like, it's so easy, and I used to do this shit for a living, so, you know, for me, this is fun.
That's insane, because that made me feel stupid just now.
But you're not, dude. You're passionate, and that's why you came, and that's why I could do it. It wouldn't have worked on anyone else. It wouldn't have worked on anyone else in the group, because no one else in that group cares enough to defend it, and that's why it had to be you, dude. And I'm sorry, it didn't mean to play a trick on you or nothing, but no, I wasn't exposing you, dude. I was just telling you that, like, I wanted us to have this conversation, and you and I both agreed it was going to happen.
No, I agree. But all I'm saying is that last part kind of made me feel like, and this is why Americans are idiots type shit.
No, you're
Like that's
not
how I
though,
felt.
dude. No, no,
That's
no.
how I felt.
I'm sorry. I
That's
apologize.
all good, bro. I'm
No,
not,
no,
I'm,
no,
I'm not,
no,
dude. I'm
no.
not gonna hold it against you and like not talk to you like a kid, bro. Like I'll let you
No,
know how I
I
feel,
would
and then
not,
we
I would
squash it.
not, I would not like you to walk away feeling like I trapped you or fucking set you up or anything like that.
Low key,
That's not the
no, I'm
intent.
just saying.
The
As a
intent
man,
was,
low key, that's how it felt. But
yeah,
I'm over it now.
and that's
I'm
why,
over it now.
Junior
but
Ripple.
that's why I respect it, dude,
Health
because
Gamer PC.
that's why I respect you, and that's why I knew like you and I could actually have a conversation because you're smart enough to know that in the morning none of this matters and we're still going to be like sharing memes and having a laugh and I
Yeah.
still want to meet you and your kids. I still want you to
Yeah.
travel to my home country to help me fix up my grandma's house. I still want to do all of
Yes,
these
sir.
things with you, man, because you're my best mate. Truth be told, like I
Just
can't.
know that I'm coming. I'm coming to you with all fucking,
Yes.
with all
Oh,
trigger pulled,
dude,
bro. Just like you did.
and
As soon as you get it,
that's exactly why I love you so much, man, because
I
you're
just felt you out, so now I know where you draw the line as I could draw my line right next to you.
yeah, my G. It's all love, man, and it's just about a
Yeah.
conversation and exploring like where people's boundaries are, like, you know, like,
Yeah.
it's just, dude, I love you,
Yeah,
man, and
I'm
I
dead,
wouldn't
dead ass. I'm
even,
over it already.
yeah,
Like
if I
it's all
didn't,
love now, brother.
if I didn't care, like, why would I even fucking talk to you about this shit? Because you live there, I
Yeah.
don't, like, doesn't
Yeah.
affect me like that, but I care because I care about you,
No,
man,
it still
and
affects you, bro.
and
But
you're, yeah,
you
but
just told me you're feeling it like
well, we feel it in different ways though, and like it's not as imminent for me here. Like it will take China 30 years to achieve what they want to achieve. I'll be dead in the ground, gee. Like be
same.
realistic, but like the attack on your democracy, I feel strongly about. I feel like it's a real thing, man, and it's scary.
Because
But
it affects everyone around us. That's why.
yeah, well, that's because
Snowball effect.
if when you think democracy, no one thinks anything other than fucking American Eagle, American Stars and Stripes, like
America.
USA number one. Well, that's because you've been the leader of democracy
It's not
since
number one though. That's
civilization. Like,
crazy as hell.
but it's the truth, man. That's
Is it
that's
though?
yeah. That's the truth. You still sit at
That's
the top of the table.
like
Like you
I
still
apologize if we come off like cocky and shit. 'Cause
not
that's
even
not.
the people don't. Your leaders sometimes do, but
Our
that's
leaders
what
definitely do.
sucks is that like you guys should have like free healthcare like we do. Like it should be your right, man. It's a human
100%.
right. Like like, and that
100%.
sucks, man. Like we hate that for you. We genuinely think that it's so backwards. We don't understand why you guys don't vote that out. But we understand that your politics works differently. It's every other country has a vote
Right.
and they count the votes, and that's it. But your votes were based on a system where black people only counted for half a vote, white people counted for two, women weren't allowed to vote. So that's why they have the different tallies per state, because they didn't want to enable the workers to outvote the plantation owners. That's why your whole college system is constructed the way it is, and
Bro,
it's backwards,
fuck
but it's
the
historic, and
college
it needs to be looked at because you're the only country that still does it because there's advantages and disadvantages, and there is
college?
yeah.
Yeah, fuck that thing, bro.
But
Get that shit out of here.
but like it's an attack on democracy because Trump won by less than like one
I
point
agree.
something percent, and then you
He
find
had
out
70 million votes.
yeah.
He won.
He got less votes than the last time, and then you find out that they struck like 100 million black people from the right to be able to have their vote counted. In the lead up to this, that's what they were focused on, was removing.
Really? So
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
still doing that Jim Crow bullshit?
yeah, and
Can
that's
you
what
send me receipts of that? I want to show my wife that, bro.
it's all in my Discord, dude, in podcasting info. But I'll pick them out for you and share them with you one on one because it's like it's interesting to me. but it terrifies me at the same time. But that's why I wanted your insight, because you're there, dude.
Yeah,
Like, you live it.
it
And
really terrifies my wife too because it's gonna affect her because she's part of the Department of Education.
so
So
she should be worried because they're gutting the system, and they won't even agree to pay teachers $60,000 even though they come out of college with a $50,000 in debt. Like, how do
yeah,
you
she has a
retain
master's, bro, and they're
teachers?
still giving her pennies, man.
Yeah, dude. See, our country doesn't do that. We don't pay for education like that. We do, but our government pays for it up front. We pay it back if and when we hit a certain salary that allows us to pay it back. If not, you never pay it back. It's just how it
We need
works.
that shit here, bro.
Of
Like
course
that.
you do.
They don't give a fuck if you make
Mm.
10,000 a year. They want their money.
Mm.
If not, they're throwing you in jail.
A lot of other countries around the world, university is it's a universal right, same as all education, and healthcare is a universal human right.
Well, I told my wife too. Is like I don't think they're gonna hit hard on the special education teachers as much as it fit.
No,
Because
you're
at the end
copping
of
at the
the day,
worst.
they're gonna need them, bro.
No, you guys are copping at the worst. So the cuts that they're making now, they're not looking at the $8 million a day that Elon Musk gets paid from your government for the 100 defense contracts.
Yeah.
Yes, currently they're looking at the $65 a day your mum gets as a pension, bro. That's what they're looking at. So, special schools in education is the first thing to go because they don't have a voice to speak for themselves. So, unfortunately, they're the ones being tipped to make the biggest cuts, and rural hospitals are going to be affected and shut down as well, the most, which
Yeah,
affects
see,
mainly red states. So it's fucked up, man. But like, they're hurting their own voters as well. Like, it's from like.
we'll see, like I said, we'll see what happens in the next 4 years.
Yeah, dude. I don't think it'll last for, but it's
Right
going to be
now,
wild.
He's showing us right now. Trump is showing us that he quote unquote means business by doing all this.
Yeah, it does,
So
definitely.
everyone is like, well, we voted for this, we want this, right?
Yep.
And then we'll see in 4 years, we'll see if you still voted for it.
What I hope is that it doesn't cost you decades, because even just the withdrawal from WHO sets back your medical industry so far, and now you got a vaccine denier in there in the middle of a measles outbreak in Texas. Like, other than Africa, there's not been a measles outbreak in any first world country since the 40s, because we all have vaccines, but he doesn't believe in them. And you're in the middle of it right now, and he's going to go in there and remove all the vaccines. Like, this is wild. So I feel for you, bro. I love you.
Not just the COVID vaccines, but like the flu and all that.
Yeah, the COVID one was rushed, but you got to understand how it works. It's not just the US that developed it. It wasn't just Big Pharma that developed it. Every nation around the world contributed to that research. Like, it was a new vaccine technology that was being implemented at the time that allowed them to collaborate in that way and make that much progress. So it did look dodgy, but
Yeah,
like,
I mean, I took it. Right?
So did I. I had to.
happened.
I had to, because I was a youth worker working with children that don't have homes, that live
So,
in the
one
system.
question before we end this thing: do you think it's okay if the military says, "Hey, you need to take the vaccine. If not, you cannot be in the military anymore"? Is that fair? Do you think that's fair?
No,
And,
but
and you're a fit person and already took the first vaccine.
then
Now
you
they're
already got
forcing you-
immunity. Yeah, no, that's
Now
enough.
they're forcing you to take the second one, and you deny it, and they kick you out of the military.
No,
That's not right.
that's
That was
not
under
right.
Biden. That was under Biden's
Yep.
thing, man.
Yep.
It's
You-
insane. Like I'm
but-
not trying to make the left look bad. I'm just letting you know what I hear, and you're telling me what you hear. That's the shit I want to hear, bro.
And what you have
you're
to
saying-
also
what you're saying, I
understand,
wanna hear that.
just regarding that, is that you have to understand that the military is held to a high standard, just the same as police officers are, just the same as the dudes that control
We
the
just did
nuclear
one
missiles.
over here, so, I mean,
Yeah, so they're held to a different standard. The reason being that if a war breaks out and you have
Right.
COVID fucking break out in your ranks, you cannot defend yourself. It's a different standard. It is what it is. It's a different standard. That's the same reason. Yeah, that's the same reason they make you shave your head so that you don't have lice so that it doesn't
I get
spread.
that.
It's the same reason they make you wear socks so you don't get foot rot. It's the standard that they're held to, and
So they want you to take 2 vaccines.
yeah, and it's the standard that they're held to, and I don't have to agree with it, but
That's insane.
that's the standard currently.
My father was forced to take
See, I don't agree with that. I
yellow-
was forced too.
not
I didn't want
yellow fever, not yellow fever, the mustard gas shots and
it. Yeah, see, that's scary, dude.
They just fucking did it, dude, and like that's crazy. The fact that they're still trying to force vaccines on our military.
Yeah, dude.
It brings up a worry that I had as a kid. You know, like
It terrifies me.
Picture my dad shoving that syringe in him. Like I don't know if I'm gonna see him when he comes back or not.
Yeah, and like there's definitely questions to be asked about USAID. Like you got guys like Bill Gates that enrich themselves from it. Trump,
Yeah, right.
Elon Musk also got paid by USAID by the tune of about $300 million a year, but he's secured all of that and more with over $500 million in current contracts. So he's covered, like, and nobody's questioning that USAID stopped for everyone else, but his company's got looked after. Weirdly, it's just a coincidence, but yeah, like it's a shitty double standard. So
it's a very military heavy island that I've grown up on. So
it's real to you.
I have like, militaristic tendencies
Dude,
and thinking and
I hear that.
and all
Well,
that.
my grandfather.
It kind of rubs me the wrong way where they're forcing our boys to take shit we don't even know.
My grandfather My grandfather was captured by the Japanese in China and brought to Papua New Guinea as a prisoner of war. My grandmother, rest her soul now, had tattoos on her face from the Japanese when they arrived, and they rounded up all the natives and tattooed their faces so that they knew where they'd go, like serial numbers, And when the Japanese left, man, they didn't like let them free or nothing. Like my grandfather never got to go back to his wife and children in China. He had to start all over again in New Guinea, and then he met my grandmother. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. So, yeah, like Grandma Apple has like bomb holes in her front yard from when the Japs launched. So it's real to me too, dude. Like I feel it. Like it affected my family.
Like took my grandmother in World War II, and they had her march with other people, and they forced her to make the runway for the Japanese airplanes to land.
Yeah.
And to this day, it is now our public airport.
Dude, how's this? My mum married my dad, but couldn't live in Australia because immigration wouldn't let her because she wasn't white. So what she had to do was, my eldest sister had to be born in New Guinea because they wouldn't even let her come into the country on a travel visa. It is massively racist. And then, that's why I was born in Australia and then raised in New Guinea until I was 4 or 5, when they removed the immigration laws and we were able to move here full time. Otherwise, I'd still be living in New Guinea, dude. So I know what racism is in this country. People say that it's why blame people for that? It's still we're still affected, dude. I'm sorry, but we're still here. Like, fuck no, man. Me either, G. But anyway, man, much love, bro. I love you, man, and I appreciate you. And I'm sorry if I sound deceptive in my reasoning for wanting to talk to you, but my intent was to have a valuable conversation that I think is very important and worthwhile. So I appreciate you engaging. And
like I said, bro, I'm over it. It takes me a minute to get over it.
Yeah, no,
as long as I bring it up to the party as a man,
wholeheartedly I apologize because it did come off wrong.
When you hold a grudge, bro, and you leave, your view on that person permanently changes.
And not only that, I win because I don't change, and I made you change how you view the world. So you can't let the bully win. And it did come across as terrible. No, but that's what I'm saying. It came across as terrible the way I said it, and for that, I'm sorry, Amanda. I didn't mean to try to fool you. I didn't. You're smarter than me, dude. So I love you, and I wouldn't be deceptive like that.
I ain't mad.
All right, man.
I just wanted to bring it to attention. That's all.
Thank you for calling it, because you called it like it is, and that's why it's important that you and I do this together. Like,
Yes, sir.
I think we're both strong enough to be able to have a conversation, but still fucking make up afterwards, my G.
Now that I know, now that I know I can throw sideways shit at you, you can do the same, bro. It's gonna be fun.
Oh man, I look forward to it. I told you, bring receipts. I do this.
Yes, sir.
But
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna bounce. Ash, I love you, brother. Thank you.
Nah, you good.
Sorry about all the bad
Funny
trash.
thing, I'm not actually. I hate politics, and so I'm just like, oh. It's
Yeah.
hard to listen to.
It is, man. It is, and it's neither of our cup of tea either. But it just felt like everything was closing in, man. I just felt like it was important that,
We felt like we're getting pushed to a corner, so we had to say something.
and not only that, it's like if it's like if we don't say something, who will, man? And people that sim race, who the hell is informing the dudes that we're friends with? Because my mates don't listen to the news and they don't seek it out.
It's a kilometer, right?
That's right. We're all cunts, mate. We're all cunts.
Yeah, all love, though, man.
All right.
I don't know you, but you're a cool dude, bro.
I love you guys, man, and thank you very much. So this was the jump off pod, and I think we found our 3 core members. Ash is going to be a great moderator in between, and
Every time we have a disagreement, we'll just turn to Ash.
yeah, we will, man. He's so unbiased because he doesn't have an opinion.
It's not about not wanting to take sides. I just actually like you could point out anyone. Like I'm hearing like things like Joe Biden did this and Trump did this. I'm like, oh, man, they're all as bad as each other.
They are.
Like, don't get me wrong, they have their own things, but they're all so fucking shit.
And you know what?
Amen.
That was the most important part with having somebody that's not like focused on like laser focused on this like Pete and I are in the conversation is because you can bring that aspect to it with like this shit sounds fucking wild, man. Like, is any of it real? Because at the end of the day, if we can't laugh about this, man, we're gonna fucking cry, G. Like, so.
If you guys are gonna end up I'm gonna be the guy in the middle that tells you guys to stop talking over each other, because there was times I'm like, whoa, if this was a podcast,
yes,
talking over each other,
yes, and that's
I'm gonna jump in the middle and be like, no.
That's why we need somebody, my G.
Down, man.
But yeah, all right, guys. I look forward to the chats in Discord from here on out, and
Yes,
to everyone that got this far or stayed for any of it, thank you. We much appreciated, and I'll launch. I'll give you pre-notice when I intend on doing these kinds of conversations rather than driving the cars, like I said I would.
When there's a sport pod, I will not be unbiased. I will have so many opinions.
Oh, there's going to be plenty of them, man. My Celtics are about to win it all again.
Ooh, how about Warriors, brother?
Steph Curry with the glass ankles, boys.
Oh, he has glass ankles like a motherfucker.
Yeah, but he's got a fucking heart the size of a fucking horse, man. That kid can shoot. Like, that's Shane Hill, man. We had a guy in our Australia that did that before Curry. He was called Shane Hill.
We gotta talk about the surprise trade with Luka and the Lakers.
Oh, dude, yes. Okay. Okay, that's it. We're going to talk sport next. We'll talk sport next, boys. I know Ash is all over that shit, so. Alright, gentlemen.
I'll check you later, boys.
Much love. Take care. I'm going to try and fix this. Talk later.
Yep.
Peace out. Guys, thank you for bearing with me. I know that wasn't the stream that we intended, and I do apologize. But I needed that, and I thank you. Much love. Peace.